I'm Tanner Mounts, and coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll tell you about one former WVU club basketball player that's looking to pass off his knowledge as the team's coach.
WVU men's basketball is working on a new game plan for season tickets. I'm Trent Lewis, and coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll tell you about the new seating model that could be a slam dunk for the program.
I'm Georgia Hensley, and I'll show you the legacy of WVU's Mountaineer mascot and reveal who's next to shoulder the musket. Mountaineer Playbook starts now.
One WVU tradition is ushering in a new era as the university welcomes its next Mountaineer mascot. I'm Tanner Mounts.
And I'm Georgia Hensley. A new system is in place to make getting basketball season tickets more dynamic than ever.
These stories and more coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, a sports magazine show produced by sports and adventure media students right here at West Virginia University.
It was a disappointing postseason run for the WVU men's basketball team. It went one and done in the Big 12 tournament and was one of the first 4 teams left out of the big dance.
Just days later, the program was searching for a new head coach after Darren DeVries had moved on to Indiana following just 1 season with the Mountaineers. Now, for the 3rd time in as many years, the program has a new leader, Ross Hodge. He brings a defensive mindset and a winning record to Morgantown. WVU Athletic Director Ren Baker says he's confident in this hire, praising Hodge's toughness and grit. Baker added, quote, "Mountaineer Nation will love the passion his players bring to the game," end quote. Hodge was officially introduced as the program's 24th head coach on April 3rd, following his run to the NIT semifinals with North Texas. He was with the Mean Green for 8 seasons. The West Virginia Rifle team spent most of the season as the top-ranked team in the country. And Tanner, that's the exact spot they finished the year. For the 20th time in program history, Georgia, the Mountaineers are national champions. John Hammond's team hoisted the trophy after edging out Kentucky by just 1 point. This redemption run comes after the squad's heartbreaking runner-up finish last year as the tournament host. This is the program's 7th title under Hammond's leadership.
It's difficult to win a national championship. I mean, I'm not going to say that we took it for granted when we were having a lot of success 10 years ago, but you realize it's very difficult. A lot of things can just easily go your way or go against you. And
the Mountaineers made 45 NCAA championship appearances throughout the program's history, finishing in the top 2 an impressive 30 times. This is their first title since 2017. WVU's success spans beyond its varsity sports. The club basketball team is representing the Mountaineers at its national tournament. And Georgia, I had the chance to speak to the team's head coach, who's looking to make a difference from a new point of view on the court this season.
WVU's club basketball coach Matthew Langer is trying to lead the team to new heights. After playing 2 seasons at the D3 level at St. Thomas at Minnesota, Langer came to WVU and wanted to bring more structure to the club sport for his love of the game.
I think it means a lot just to see the guys play well. We haven't been as successful this year as we were last year, but still really fun. Like when stuff is clicking and the guys are playing well, it's the most fun. It's like the highlight of my week when the boys are just playing well.
When Langer originally came to WVU in 2023, the club had just restarted after COVID. Langer joined the team for a semester before seeing how he could help the team more from the sidelines rather than on the court.
In his 2nd season as the head coach, Langer led the WVU club basketball team to a 15-14 record in the regular season, but he's not done yet. His team now has a chance to make a splash in the postseason.
Despite the up-and-down season after playing teams such as Ohio State, Florida, and Maryland, WVU club basketball still qualified for the NIRSA National Tournament in Wisconsin. The team will have to play some of their best basketball against the nation's best teams.
We're putting our best foot forward in every game because we do have the talent and we have the ability to compete with a lot of those top-level teams. It's just the mental block of trying to make sure everyone's on the same page.
WVU will begin their title run in the NIRSA Nationals on April 11th. The tournament will run until the 13th as Langer's team will be looking to bring back their first ever trophy.
Meanwhile, the WVU men's basketball team has turned its attention to the 2025-26 season, including a new way to purchase season tickets.
Men's hoops is one of the highest revenue generating sports in the University City, Georgia. To maximize its profits, the athletic department has changed its approach for its prime seating locations.
Our sports culture and economics reporter Trent Lewis joins us live in the studio to tell us more. Trent?
Thanks, Georgia. Tanner, since the NCAA began allowing athletes to earn compensation in 2021, universities have been searching for ways to adapt to the shift in college sports. Here at WVU, a new ticketing model is being introduced to address these rising expenses, affecting both the fan experience and the overall financial structure of Mountaineer athletics.
Starting with the 2025-26 season, WVU men's basketball will use a new model for season ticket sales. This new format means certain sections of the Coliseum will now require a set per-seat donation to the Mountaineer Athletic Club in addition to the season ticket price.
We've been trying to be more transparent and more equitable across our donor base, and we felt like the current system didn't really promote that and provide those two things.
While the ticket model is new to the men's basketball program, it is not new to WVU athletics.
Before the per-seat contribution ticket model was introduced for the men's basketball program, it was first implemented for the football program right here at Milan Puskar Stadium.
The model mirrors what's already in place for WVU football season tickets, where the per-seat contributions are determined by seating location. Higher demand sections require a larger donation, while more affordable options remain available in other areas of the arena. While the new model may be more costly for season ticket holders in specific sections, some Mountaineer fans are on board with the change, believing it helps WVU stay competitive in an evolving college sports landscape.
And I think this is a good step in the right direction to make sure that we can stay competitive in the Big 12 and nationally, particularly in basketball, where I think we have a good shot of being able to do that. So I was pretty excited to see it.
As college athletics continue to evolve, WVU is making moves to ensure its programs remain financially competitive, one seat at a time.
Under the new model, 30% of season ticket holders will experience no change or even a decrease in their overall cost, while 50% will experience an increase of less than $250.
Thanks, Trent. The Mountaineer mascot is one of West Virginia's longest traditions. In 2019, the mascot program changed its policy to a one-year limit, allowing for more students to take on the cherished role. Now, a new face prepares to do just that. For the past year, Braden Adkins has embodied the spirit of West Virginia as the WVU Mountaineer mascot, attending over 425 events since the 2024 spring football game.
Doing all these events, you know, you might have 3 or 4 in a day, and it doesn't matter if the event is 3 people or 300 people or 30,000 people. You get to meet a lot of cool people.
Last August, he visited 17 local schools in a single day to kick off the academic year and inspire a new generation of future Mountaineers. Just like these West Virginia hills, the Mountaineer is a living, breathing legend. Adkins has carried this tradition with honor, but now it's finally time for a new native to put on the coonskin hat. Each year at the final home men's basketball game, the mascot hands over the musket to their successor. This time, it was passed to Cade Kincaid.
As a passionate West Virginian and somebody that's going to live here for the rest of my life, it was always like a huge thing to me, and I didn't apply anywhere else except for WVU.
Now, as Kincaid prepares to step into the buckskins, he does so with the mentorship of those before him and the weight of tradition on his shoulders. From one Mountaineer to the next, the torch is passed, but the tradition lives on. The passing of the rifle ceremony is set for April 4th. Kincaid will officially begin his duties as the 71st mascot the following day at the Spring Football Showcase.
The WVU Gymnastics team is tumbling their way into the NCAA tournament. The Mountaineers are headed to State College, Pennsylvania to compete in the 2025 Gymnastics Regionals. This marks their 9th qualification in the last 11 years and 44th regional championship appearance overall. WVU is one of 9 teams in the Pennsylvania Regional, including number 1 LSU, number 8 Michigan State, and number 9 Kentucky. The Mountaineers will face Maryland in the first round. The two teams last met in 2023 in Morgantown.
Well, we have to pick up the intensity a little bit, so we don't want to reinvent the wheel. What we've been doing has been working, but obviously going into a regional like this, we've got to be even more prepared. We have to go up against Maryland in the play-in round, and the goal is going to be to beat them and advance out of that. So we've got to pick up the intensity a little bit.
Senior Anna Lee and freshman Carly DiCello and Sophia Rice were selected as the Mountaineers' individual event specialist. The Pennsylvania Regional runs April 2nd through the 6th.
Coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, we'll take you to the Diamond, where WVU's new baseball coach is shaping the future of the program.
We will also introduce you to a star player on the WVU Esports team who is bringing in talent and fans.
These stories and more after the break.
I'm Joey Bray, and coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll tell you how a new era of WVU baseball is catching the attention of an entire nation.
I'm Ellie Rhodes, and after the break on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll tell you about the WVU Esports player who's making goals this season.
Mountaineer Playbook brings you the action and adventure of West Virginia sports like no one else.
You already said these.
From epic climbs to thrilling touchdowns, we capture it all, right from the heart of West Virginia University.
Yeah, this is tight. You, Rachel.
An Emmy-nominated show produced by students in the Reed School of Journalism and Communications, covering what moves you. Catch us on YouTube, on the web, and on the Reed School of Media's website.
Jonathan, Rachel, back to you.
Stay inspired. Stay adventurous. Watch Mountaineer Playbook.
Ready, camera 2, 10 seconds. Ready, next.
Welcome back to Mountaineer Playbook. After a historic 2024 run to the Super Regionals and Randy Mazey's final season at the helm, the WVU baseball team is picking up right where it left off under Steve Sabins.
Tanner, as Mazey's longtime assistant, it should come as no surprise that Sabins has the Mountaineers off to one of their best starts in program history. They enter the month of April with a 22-4 record.
Joey Bray joins us live in the studio for his segment, Coach's Corner. To tell us about Sabins' early success, Joey?
Thanks, Tanner. Georgia, Sabins has contributed to some of the best seasons in the last decade, and it seems that isn't changing anytime soon. In his debut as the head coach, the Mountaineers opened with 13 consecutive wins, the most to start a season for a first-year head coach in program history. At the midpoint of the season, Sabins is proving that even with his new title, it's the same winning standard. When Steve Sabins was named the next head coach of WVU baseball, it was a sign of a new era for the program. While he is in a new position, he spent the past 9 seasons in Morgantown, and his players attribute their early season success to the familiarity with the coaching staff.
I mean, Sabes was coaching with Mays for, he probably learned everything he knows from Mays and carried a lot of things over. The culture's the same, the way we work, everything's the same really, so. Me personally, I don't notice a huge difference.
Sabins, the 20th head coach in program history, takes over for Randy Mazey, who retired after a historic 2024 season. While that is no small task, Sabins' rise to the top has set the program up for the future. Steve Sabins joined the WVU baseball staff in 2016 as an assistant coach. From 2018 to 2024, he served as the associate head coach and recruiting coordinator, helping bring top talent to Morgantown. Now, he finds himself at the top of the program as WVU baseball head coach. Maintaining a winning culture is what Sabins believes helped him make a seamless transition to head coach.
More than anything, that's probably my main responsibility, is just make sure that we're in the right place and our players remain hungry, work on getting better, show up every day with a good attitude, understand how blessed we are to do what we do. And so I think those are all core philosophies and staples that have probably been in this program for a really long time.
Sabins' squad is off to one of their best starts in program history, proving that this new era of WVU baseball is a reflection of the club's past success.
Entering the month of April, WVU needs just 14 more wins to match last year's total. The Mountaineers were picked to finish 4th in the Big 12 this season, their highest ranking in the preseason poll since joining the league.
Thanks, Joey. Over the last decade, WVU's center fielders have received national attention for their play at the position, including Victor Scott.
Scott is in his second year with the St. Louis Cardinals, Georgia, and has been named their starting center fielder.
After Scott's departure, Skyler King took over that role full-time last season. And so far, he's living up to the expectations of the position.
Our baseball reporter, Connor Roberts, joins us live in the studio with a closer look at King's journey. Connor?
Thanks, Tanner. Georgia, from limited playing time as a true freshman to a game changer as a junior, Skyler King has elevated his game. With a relentless work ethic and a refined approach at the plate, he's become a crucial piece in WVU's impressive start to the season. Skyler King came to the Mountaineers in 2022 as one of the top players in the state of South Carolina. 3 years later, and he's stealing national attention. WVU head baseball coach Steve Saban says that King's continued development is just the type of player they're looking for.
That's the definition of Skyler King. He's just gotten better. Our program's always been built on development. It's been on built on getting great athletes with awesome work ethics and letting them improve over the course of their career.
As a freshman, King barely saw the field, playing in just 17 games. But now, whether he's on the bases, in the field, or at the plate this season, he's become a player the Mountaineers can't afford to take off the field.
In his first 2 seasons, King was known for his glove and his speed, but now it's his bat that has led the Mountaineers to one of the best starts in program history.
Throughout the team's historic 13-game winning streak to start the season, King powered the Mountaineers, tallying nearly half of his career offensive production.
He's got a really nice swing. He loves to play. He loves to work. His biggest adjustment by far has been his approach.
But if you ask King about his new approach, he'd say it's just about having fun.
Just trying to have fun, just sticking to my approach at the plate and just having fun playing the game, not trying to force anything and let the game come to me.
It's that attitude that has helped King develop from a defensive specialist to an all-around star. King has already made some highlight reel catches in center field this season and is top 3 in several offensive categories for the Mountaineers. He ended the month of March tied for the team lead in hits, and his .372 average is number 2, just behind Sam White. He's the only player who has started every game so far this season.
Thanks, Connor. Esports is a rapidly growing industry in the U.S.
In Georgia, competitive video games have been around since the early 80s, but were not formally introduced into college sports until 2014.
A decade later, Tanner, there are more than 260 universities within the National Association of Collegiate Esports.
WVU began supporting virtual sports in 2021 and has secured multiple championships since.
Our esports reporter Ellie Rhodes tells us about how one player is leveling up the team's popularity.
WVU Esports, while still in its infancy, is breaking records and making history for the university. The program, now hosting 4 games, includes one by the name of Rocket League. Rocket League is a fast-paced soccer goal-based video game, and the 3-time Rocket League national champions have brought in a new star player. Gerard Papazian, screen name Gyro, just transferred to WVU this semester.
Professionally, he is one of the most accomplished players out there. So now that he's coming to the collegiate ranks, everyone just wants to beat us and everyone wants to beat him. And he kind of has the mentality of that he's the best player in the country until someone proves him wrong.
And he's going to send another shot in. It's first. Gyro, welcome to the Mountaineer Nation. It's good to have you.
Along with Gyro comes his 33,000 subscribers and followers. That's 3 times the current amount of anyone on the team, bringing in more viewership and fans to WVU Esports. Steger says viewership has gone up by 48% since Gyro's transition. Gyro came in hot in the starting lineup, helping the team lead an 18-9 run and a 3-2 run in their conference. The esports market is growing by the minute too. In 2024, Professional Rocket League amassed almost $7 million. While Gyro is already working towards the Professional League, he is still focused on the rest of the season.
I like playing with the team, and our director, Josh, he's really cool. And I think they have a really good system here. I like playing with the players, and I mean, win or lose, yeah, I'm having a good time.
The WVU Esports Rocket League team is currently ranked number 3 in the country, heading into playoffs with the goal of competing for their 4th national championship. For Mountaineer Playbook, I'm Ellie Rhodes.
After the break on Mountaineer Playbook, we'll take a look at a brand new ice rink in the works and what it can mean for the community.
Plus, we'll explore the West Virginia Waterfall Trail, a scenic adventure that's drawing in nature lovers from all over.
These stories coming up next. Stay with us.
West Virginia is home to the nation's first statewide waterfall trail. I'm Emily Beckner, and straight ahead on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll give an inside look at what the trail has to offer.
Mountaineer Playbook brings you the action and adventure of West Virginia sports like no one else.
They're already sending.
From epic climbs to thrilling touchdowns, we capture it all, right from the heart of West Virginia University.
Yeah, this is tight. You, Rachel.
An Emmy-nominated show produced by students in the Reed School of Journalism and Communications, covering what moves you. Catch us on YouTube, on the web, and on the Reed School of Media's website.
6. Jonathan, Rachel, back to you.
Stay inspired. Stay adventurous. Watch Mountaineer Playbook.
Ready, camera 2, 10 seconds. Here, ready, next.
Welcome back to Mountaineer Playbook. Tanner, now that spring is officially here, it's time to say goodbye to the winter sports that kept us active and entertained during the colder months.
For local hockey teams, Georgia, the season ended even earlier. The Morgantown Ice Arena closed on February 3rd for renovations, cutting the skating season short.
Our community reporter Camden Bellotti tells us about the multi-million-dollar makeover that's happening at Milan Park.
For the past decade, Amanda Mazie has watched her children, Weston and Sierra, compete at the Morgantown Ice Rink. The Mazies and the rest of the community wouldn't have had the opportunity to play hockey without it. Over the past few years, the rink has run into problems with leaks in the ceiling and equipment failing.
You know, the infrastructure obviously needs some updating. When my daughter first started playing, the girls' locker room was basically a converted closet into the girls' locker room.
Now, those improvements will be a reality. Construction on the new rink officially started last fall. Located at Milan Park, it will feature 8 locker rooms, opening up teams that compete in hockey, figure skating, and even curling to a new home. Groundbreaking took place in November, and construction is already well underway here at Milan Park. The new top-tier facility will bring the Morgantown community and WVU club sports alike together. WVU club hockey will also benefit from the new rink, as prospects look at multiple factors before selecting what program they like to play for. A new arena is a selling point.
I believe it'll help take our program to that next level that we've all been striving for. Some of these top recruits, they have multiple solid offers, and some of those offers could be NCAA offers as well as top ACHA Division I schools.
Once completed, the new hockey center will mark the 4th major indoor arena in West Virginia. Mon County will be home to 2 of them.
So I'm just excited for the community and the future of hockey in this community.
Construction on the new rink is expected to finish by fall of 2025. For Mountaineer Playbook, I'm Camden Bellotti.
Georgia, Morgantown isn't the only place investing in itself. The entire state of West Virginia has taken great strides in improving its travel industry.
That's right, Tanner. Since 2017, the Mountain State has tripled its annual budget for the Department of Tourism, and it's now seeing a return on its investment.
Currently, out-of-state visitors spend nearly $17 million per day in the state, making West Virginia one of the fastest-growing tourist markets in the nation.
Our adventure reporter Emily Beckner joins us from Studio B at the Media Innovation Center to tell us about one special activity that is bringing in visitors. Emily?
Thanks, Georgia. Tanner. Outdoor recreation is a major part of West Virginia's economy, supporting more than 20,000 jobs and generating approximately $2.1 billion annually. To further boost visitors, the West Virginia Tourism Office created a unique attraction, the statewide Waterfall Trail. I took a trip to a few spots along the trail that is the only one of its kind in the nation.
West Virginia is rightfully known as the Mountain State, but mountains aren't all it has to offer. It is also home to 200 waterfalls, 43 of which are featured on West Virginia's statewide waterfall trail created by West Virginia Tourism.
We're hoping that people will just kind of fall in love with West Virginia as they go along the trail, and once they do that, I think they'll be inspired to see what else West Virginia has to offer. But this is a great kind of introduction to what the state has to offer in terms of just natural wonders.
The Waterfall Trail was designed not only to showcase the state's beauty, but also to give visitors the opportunity to discover the hidden gems locals cherish.
Since its creation in 2022, the Waterfall Trail has had visitors from every state in the U.S. and over 24 countries check in at the virtual passport.
More than 100,000 people have explored the Waterfall Trail, each with their own story and personal goals, like Ava Wilson, the Southern Maryland native, set out to complete the trail in its entirety.
I think people just need to know that, like, it is out here. There's things to do within like a 20-minute drive of, you know, the closest college campus. And at West Virginia as a whole, it's a beautiful state and it has a very strong community and very strong tourism. So take advantage of it while you can.
The Waterfall Trail is a great opportunity to get outside, stay active, soak in the peacefulness, and see the beauty West Virginia has to offer.
To download your own virtual passport, visit the link on your screen. It will guide you in planning out your own trip to see the falling waters of West Virginia. And you can even obtain prizes for checking into key landmarks in the state. Georgia, Tanner, back to you at the Waterfront Studio.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of Mountaineer Playbook, an Emmy-nominated sports magazine show where we dive into inspiring stories of coaches, players, and passionate fans who make the sports world truly remarkable. I'm Tanner Mounts.
And I'm Georgia Hensley. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook at Mountaineer Playbook. You can also stream our shows on HD Media's websites and watch our broadcasts on Sunday evenings at 6:30 on West Virginia Public Broadcasting.
Thank you for watching, and don't miss the chance to celebrate the heart and soul of the game with us next time on Mountaineer Playbook.